thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for the 7th through the 13th. You might stumble upon this video in a few weeks, a few months. It's all good. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to see it. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective, therefore not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Keep in mind that we are coming into a lunar eclipse on the 8th, so this is energy that's going to be around for a while. We're going to check in here and see what messages are coming up for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. I'm going to move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card that's coming up here for the Leo collective is the Emperor. Okay? This could be Aries or Scorpio energy. If you have Aries or Scorpio placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. The Emperor is divine masculine energy. Some of you could be stepping into your divine masculine energy or calling in divine masculine energy. This card also came up for Capricorn. And so if you have Capricorn placements, or if you're dealing with a Capricorn, I'd strongly suggest checking out the Capricorn placement for the Capricorn reading for this week. I happen to know a Capricorn sun who's a Leo moon, so I'll let them know to check out both. But if you do have Capricorn placements, you may want to check out the Capricorn video for this week. Divine masculine energy. The Emperor is also very much about structure, discipline, order, like having a handle on things, being in control, being in charge. And so, Leo, I feel like a lot of you are really tapping into your leadership skills. Not exactly the message I got for Capricorn, but with the Leo aspect of it, intuitively, I feel with the Leo energy, this is coming in with matters of leadership and taking charge. I feel some of you are dealing with a situation where there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of disorder, and you've just been kind of sitting back and waiting for people to get it together, and you're realizing, nobody knows what they're doing, and so you're stepping up and you're taking control. Okay, I got it. You do this. Okay, then you do that, and then I'll follow up with you about this, and you're putting some kind of system in place. This could be in a work situation where there's just a lot of chaos and there's not a good flow, and you may be coming together and helping streamline things or helping get some kind of an assembly order or assembly chain going. And so some of you may be stepping into leadership, demonstrating your skills, your abilities, and that may be opening an opportunity for you that you otherwise would not have had. It's just kind of like you're seeing what needs to be done, you're stepping up and you're doing it, and it's like shining the spotlight on you. And so as a result, you might find yourself in like an elevated or exalted situation. The next card that's coming up here for the Leo collective is the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so this could also be having the Emperor come in with the Princess of Pentacles. For me, can be really getting control of your finances. Okay, so not only may you be generating income or getting yourself in a situation that might be a raise or a promotion, you're getting smart about your money and you're getting into better control of it, better handling of it. Princess of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles comes up for me a lot of times in readings when you're reevaluating your finances and what you're doing with your money, how you're dealing with your money, and you're healing your relationship with money. And so it's like you're figuring out how to make your money go a lot further and last a lot longer without that feeling of being deprived, without that feeling of pinching pennies and being on a really tight budget. It's like, wow, I'm spending a lot less, and yet I feel like I have more. I feel like I'm in abundance because you're coming into efficiency. Also, for me in my readings, this card comes up when we're coming out of the temporary solutions, right? For example, if you've been worried about money and you're stressing out about money and you're thinking, okay, well, I got to get in more work. I got to get in more hours. I got to do overtime. I'll work a second job. I'll work a third job. There's been times in my life I was working three jobs. And then you're realizing this isn't fixing the situation. I can't do this forever. I can't work two or three jobs the rest of my life. I can't work overtime the rest of my life. And so you're coming up with permanent solutions. One aspect of it is you're going to heal your relationship with money and you're going to get a lot smarter about money. Okay. And I'm not saying this is an insult. It's very unfortunate, but for some reason, I don't know about other countries. I can't speak for other countries. And I'm going to guess probably not. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but and I think it's probably like this in a lot of parts of the world, but here in the United States we don't have any classes in the schools that teach us about different kinds of accounts or how money works. You know, maybe if you go into college and you're majoring in economics and you're majoring in finance, then maybe you learn those things, or if you go to business school you may learn these things, but they don't teach you that in the schools here in the United States. We don't understand um, how money operates and how to put it to use for us. No, nobody teaches us that. Nobody shows us that. And so you're learning about it. You're teaching yourself. You know, this is how money works. This is how I'm going to make my money work for me. This is ways that I can generate passive income. This is ways that I can take the money that I have and have it accrue interest and multiply over time. And so now it's like there's this stress that's coming off your back. You're starting to learn about these investments or these different ways of handling money and finance, and coming up with permanent solutions here for any financial difficulties or struggles you've been having. You may be looking into investments, you may be investing your time and energy into self employment, and you may be finding ways to do that self employment in an efficient way where you're not having unnecessary spending or unnecessary costs, right? I'll give you an example. Say you start running a business, and this is something that I recently discovered. Some of you maybe already know this, but it kind of blew me away. Um, if I take out time from working because I'm gonna spend the day doing chores and like cleaning the house, it's actually less expensive for me. I might say, you know what, I'm gonna save money and I'm gonna do it myself. And I'm just gonna block out that day and I'm not gonna work that day and I'm gonna clean so I can save money. It's actually less expensive for me to hire someone to come in and to do those things for me, maybe, you know, once a week or once every other week, than if I were not to work that day. So you begin to see things like this. Somebody might say, oh, let me save money and let me do it myself. But you're actually losing money when you're doing that. Whereas now, you don't do it yourself. You hand it over to somebody else to do. It's one less thing for you to worry about. You can spend that time generating income. Plus, you're giving someone else an income who needs it, right? Somebody needs that work. Somebody is like, oh gosh, yes, I'd love to come and work for a few hours. I sure could use that cash right now. So you're beginning to understand money better, and you're beginning to understand like how to put your time to work for you better, to get more out of your time and to make your time more profitable without exhausting yourself or without going to extremes. There's a lot of epiphanies, revelations that you're going to be having. Okay, so I feel like Leo, what a lot of you are releasing and healing from in this full moon energy is wastefulness, right? We hear waste not, want not. And so you're coming into efficiency. And I'm not saying it in like a judgmental way when I say wastefulness. We don't know, right? Like nobody taught you. How are you supposed to know? And so I feel like you're beginning to come into these realizations and healing from any wastefulness and really getting the most out of your time, your money, your energy, your relationships, really maximizing things for you, making things work for you. The next card coming up here for the Leo collective is the Six of Pentacles. And Six of Pentacles is that ideal financial situation. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you Leos are healing your finances right now. So the Six of Pentacles is being in the flow. You have income, right? Like money's coming in, and you have money saved for the future, set aside. Money continues to come in. You continue to add to the money you're saving, but you also have money to enjoy life, to do the things you want to do, entertainment, travel, food. Maybe you want to treat yourself once in a while, and you have money to pay your blessings forward. You have money to be generous to other people when you see a situation. You're like, you know what? I want to help out. I want to donate to that charity, or I notice this person's been struggling. I want to give them some money. I want to help them out. It's this ideal situation of being in this flow. And so a lot of you are stepping into this kind of energy. There's no debts, debts are paid off, right? It's this ideal situation, this ideal scenario. There could even be, for some of you here, somebody may be gifting you something as an investment, like to get something going, to get something started. Somebody, I feel for some of you, it feels very miraculous. And in this day and age, this might indeed be miraculous, but I feel like someone is like seeing you, Leo, and being like, hey, I believe in you. I believe in your gifts. I believe in your talents. I believe in your abilities. What do you need from me? I want to help you out. I've been lucky. I've been blessed. How can I help you out? So maybe they're giving you money to get something going, to get something started, to fund an idea that you have, or to fund something that you're working on. Maybe they're giving you a place to stay and telling you, take your time, do what you need to do, get this going, get this off the ground. I believe in you. But there seems to be here, I feel like someone is investing in you, right? Like they believe in you, they're investing in you, they're on board with you, and they want to see you succeed. Okay. But whatever the case, even if you're one of those Leos and you're like, well, that didn't happen for me, nobody invested in me, don't you worry about it, because you're coming in very healed situation here with finances where you're going to make things work for you. Okay. The next card that's coming up here for the Leo collective is the Four of Swords. So Four of Swords can come up when we've been through the ringer, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sometimes even physically. And the Four of Swords says, take some time, take a breather, rest, recuperate, recover, process what you've been through. And I feel that in this eclipsed energy, a lot of your finances are going to be healing because you're coming into the energy of deservingness. Like, I deserve. I deserve to receive. I deserve to live in abundance. I deserve to be compensated for what I bring to the table. So I feel like you're healing your finances because you're healing the sense of knowing that you deserve. With the Four of Swords, I feel like you're realizing that you deserve because you're realizing what you've been through. Like all of a sudden you're realizing, whoa, I've been through a lot in my life. And I deserve to be happy. And you're realizing how much you've given, how much has been taken from you, how much you've sacrificed, how many times you've stood back in the shadows and let somebody else be in the spotlight. And you're like, it's my turn, it's my time. And so you're healing and you're processing from all of those heavy experiences, or all of those times where life was a disaster, but you needed to keep working, right? You had to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and you had to keep going because you had kids that were depending on you to put a roof over their head and put food on the table and clothes on their back. Or you had to do it for yourself. You had to support yourself. You didn't have anybody to turn to. You had to suck it up, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and go to work so that you had a roof over your head and food on your table and clothes on your back. You did not have time to process these things, and you had to keep going. So I feel these things are coming to the surface over this lunar eclipsed energy, and you're just realizing what you've been through, that some of it was not fair, you don't deserve it, realizing what you do deserve, and opening up to receive. And I feel like a lot of you are specifically setting the intention that you want to receive financially, and you're going to. You might want to check out your moon, sun, and rising sign. Some weeks your moon, sun, and rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There is a link in the description that will take you to the weekly forecasts, so it'll be quick and easy for you to find the other videos. Also, a link in the description that will take you to the love readings for November. And if you would like to check out the private readings that I offer, there's a link in the description where you can see what I have available on the scheduling page and choose the reading option that works for you. If you don't know, I'm donating a portion of the income that comes in from private readings from now through the beginning of December, buying toys for Tots. And so I did share in the November 5th video, the daily card video, the things that I've bought so far. I'm hoping to buy another batch of toys soon here. I'll see what comes in and take a portion from the next round of readings and get some more toys, hopefully. And I'm going to take pictures and post it in the community tab so that you can see what I've gotten so far, what you guys are helping me donate. But if you don't want to wait till the picture in the community tab, if you watch the November 5th card of the day, at the end, I go over what I've gathered so far. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Do check out the card of the day messages on the channel as well. Thank you for being here, guys. Have a fabulous week. Take care.